hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Precursors online. Today, I thought we might take my AI-made Arcanist and make her better. So let's log in with Adeline and start with an apology. I'm sorry I'm late again. I snoozed for half an hour too long, and then I thought, oh, I can just do my makeup in 15 minutes, and turns out I can't. I do need 25, so sorry. I do this quite often, don't I will try to be better in the future. Today my daily reward is 100 Gold Coast debilitating poisons. Thanks, Todd. Totally needed those two. Clutter my inventory. Let's leaf through today's daily endeavors before we get to it. Today's daily endeavors encourage us to sell 15 items to merchants, deconstruct 8 items at a woodworking table, destroy 5 air atronite, place 2 lighting furnishings, and or deal 75,000 damage with siege weapons. This week's weekly endeavors encourage us to kill 125 foes with class skills, craft 30 items with any skill, or complete 5 battleground matches. I went with this one and it required me to do my crafting dailies with 1 character. So that was fun. I am here on my fair winds, which I have turned into a little bit of a theater. Mortals can come here and watch vampires perform. So, last Wednesday, I realized that I don't have a build for the coming Tuesday, which was 2 days ago, right? Well, time's like so confusing. And I panicked and I thought, hey, let's ask AI if it can make me a build for Elder Scrolls Online. And I showed the build on Tuesday and I didn't think it was that good. So today I thought we might figure out a way to make it better. As usual, we are drinking coffee. So where do we begin? AI wanted me to use these skills. Cascading Fortune, which is a group heal. I am not going to be using this. I want to get rid of this ASAP. Then we have Evolving Movement, which is actually an okay panic heal. Structured Entropy, which I'm going to be hanging on to. Wall of Elements. And Chakram Shields. On our main weapon we have Escalating Moonblades, Pragmatic Fate Carver, Inspired Scholarship, Elemental Susceptibility, and Chocolate. We won't be using Elemental Testing or Chocolate either, so abilities are going to change quite a bit. Then AI wanted me to use 2 pieces of War Maiden, but I rebelled and used 4 pieces. So I have that on my weapons, head and shoulders, and then I have 5 pieces of Mother's Sorrow. This adds to critical chance, and I think it actually works pretty good together with War Maiden. I might get rid of Mother's Sorrow, but War Maiden I think I'm going to hang on to. For our jewelry, AI wanted me to use Order's Wrath. I like Order's Wrath, but I don't think it goes for Adelaide. So, we're going to be replacing these with War Maiden, and we're going to choose a monster set. Our champion points are a little bit strange, peculiar. AI wanted me to use Master at Arms, Thaumaturge, Wrathful Strikes, and Untamed Aggression. No, these are my stars actually. What has happened? Have I messed up the champion stars? Oh dear. Oh well. What can I say? I'm sorry. I messed up. Well, in fitness, at least we have the stars that AI wanted to use, which are Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering, Siphoning Spells, and Rejuvenation. Pain's Refuge and Sustained by Suffering both lean heavily on negative status effects, so I'm going to go with a no thanks. And these are coming off, and I'm going to replace them with my usual stars, which are Siphoning Spells, Rejuvenation, Fortified, and Boundless Vitality. Let's return to the warfare stars a bit later. Should we start by changing our jewelry? Let's. I tested War Maiden in the past for Adelaide, and that's why I have all of the jewelry conveniently in my inventory. So War Maiden, when you're wearing 5 pieces of it, adds weapon and spell damage to your magic damage abilities, and I thought we might lean on that because our trio of spammers, the damage dealing abilities we rely most heavily upon, are Escalating Runeblades, Fate Carver, and Inspired Scholarship. All of these do magic damage. So therefore I think it would be smart if we chose sets that give a boost to set magic damage. War Maiden is one of those, and let's continue by choosing a monster set because I want to wear one. Celstrix. Does not give us magic damage. Yeah, Typhon set is actually really good. I was thinking about going with that, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Pirate Skeleton. Damage Shield. Troll King is a heal set, yes. Let's not go with that. Infernal Guardian is a really fun set. I've used that a lot, but we don't have damage shields at the moment, and I don't want to go with a fire shield thing. Illumbris would be fun, but it doesn't give a boost to magic damage, and I want that. Narianet, however, does. Maybe we should go with Narianet, but let's leaf through the base game dungeon monster sets first and see if we can find anything better. This is a heal set, so yeah. Ice Heart adds to critical chance and gives you a damage shield. So, Shock Throne and Night Flame are both healer sets. Krug set I actually kind of like, but maybe not today. Spawn of Nevala I used for my Stamblade. I love this set, it's so immersive. Science Weapon. Today, don't want to use a Spindle Clutch set because of personal reasons. Stonefist doesn't work for us. More of the Infernal summons a ferocious die drop. Not today. And we also don't want a Clan Fear. Grothdar is a super fun set, but Tremor Scale is a taunt set, suitable for tanks, not so much DDs. 10% chance to tether your enemy. No. Slimegrow gives man berserk at all times. Fun. I say we should go with Nerianet, at least to test. Do I have Nerianet in my storage coffers? Gee, I hope so. I'm going to need to place a storage coffer. If I have it, it's one of the coffers that have 60 slots, because I use these to store my monster sets. And other things as well. Which one do we go for first? No, we found monster helms. Nerianet, yay. Do we have shoulders in the same? What are the odds of that happening? Quite a few pieces of Nerianet. Let's go with Diva. Do I need to put all of these away? No. That's something tomorrow's Heather can do. Now let's put on the pieces and I don't think my numbers changed like at all. But that's cool. Now let's go downstairs into the basement and find my precursors. I have precursors are available through the Clockwork DLC, and you can put them together by collecting pieces. And unlike other collectible items in the game, each one of your characters can get their own precursor. So in theory, I would be able to get 16 precursors. That's a lot of precursors, don't you think? Now, are all my sets intact, by the way? Mother Sorrow, check. Narrator, check. War Maiden, check. Good. Now, let's faff about with the abilities a bit. I'm going to move Structured Entropy to my buffer, because that's where I want to use it. Go there. Then I want another curse or hex on my other buffer. Should I actually shop inspired scholarship there. It might make more sense on my back bar. Command goes on my main weapon because panic heal on the front bar, otherwise you die a lot. Reconstructive domain might be okay on our back bar. I have a slight problem. I am not a vampire. Well, we will cross that bridge if we get to it. So now I have escalating rune plates, plate cover, and scholarship on my front bar. And also Runement as a panic heal. I need 2 more damage dealing abilities here. The tentacle might also be okay here, but it does frost damage and I wanted to use a lot of like magic damage. We will let that go. Pulsar might be an option. Oh yes, I have a scribed ability. Let's shove this on the back bar. I usually use or carry my scribed abilities on wine, so I'll leave that there. I'm very hungry all of a sudden. Sad. Do we have anything else on Mage's Guild? No, we don't. So Mummy Rose doesn't really have any cool skills. Dang. That means that we must, or should, or could rely on another scribed ability on here. But first, should we actually use elemental susceptibility? It is a curse, basically. And Mage Jump Breach is like okay. Let's shove that in there. It goes there. Do I need one more thing? Entropy Scholarship. Nothing. Magical Explosion. Notice how it makes or does magic damage. Smart that. And elemental susceptibility, that thing. This needs to go and this needs to go. Let's take something from Destro's stuff since we have that. Let's actually use Destructive Clench here. And I have Magical Soul Scribed. Let's test that here. One more ability. Let's go with I would have wanted to use Blood Mist here, but since I'm not a vampire, how does one even play as a real girl? So I don't have that, so I'm going to need to choose something else. I want to use Reconstructive Domain. Is that all? I suppose. Now. Over time. Area, so. Over time. Cold. Area, so I think we need overtime damage and area damage, right? Critical, direct. I don't want that, but I do want this and oh, I do want overtime. Well, let's try these and see what happens. So now we need to test. Let's figure out our rotation. We will start with Magical Explosion because it takes time to cast, right? Then we follow with everything else. No, actually Inspired Scholarship goes in first. Then this, that, those things, and that thing, and... Okay, now we can get started. We need 3 Precursors, and then we can use a White Call. I forgot to look at stats. Looking under the lever boon, so that's good. Well, that doesn't look that bad. Now, for my second set. Mother's Sorrow. This adds to critical chance, but perhaps another kind of a set would be nice. Typon is a craftable set from Solstice. I was about to say High Isle, but this is Solstice. Adds to weapon and spell damage, critical chance, offensive penetration, and increases your direct damage done to monsters. This could actually work really well for Adelaide, so. In order to obtain one, I would need to switch characters. And I would need chest, waist, hands, legs, and feet. Should we do that? Let's. I need a merchant. Just noticed that that my inventory is like bursting at the seams. Just like it always is. Ooh, daily endeavor completed. Sell 15 items to merchants. Check. Don't want that right. I needed to purchase a hat for War Maiden, and I didn't want to spend a lot of coin on that, so I got a, well, unimproved one. How many of my characters are parked on the fair winds, by the way? Quite a few. So really is my most accomplished crafting character. I think she can make the type 1 set. Let's see. Type 1 is on the way there. I'm going to travel outside of my in-room environment because this in-room is really close to a shrine and you don't need to like exit a building when you travel here. Most convenient.
I heard that a necromancer named Bastari stopped the undead plague in the Ashen Scar. Though maybe she helped the person who actually stopped.
So then we can travel to Solstice and run quickly to the crafting place. I did mark it on my map, right?
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
This quest is so much fun. I highly recommend giving it a go. All of my characters wear a different color. I have given white for really, and I have also given her a white lion. I rarely use my modes as a stage for vampire sprinting is so much more immersive, but sometimes I just feel like summoning a big cat. Yeah. So, we need clothing station. If I can't craft this, I'm going to be like so embarrassed. Oh, look, I can. Yeah. Which style do we choose? I kind of like ancient elf, so let's go with that. I want everything divine. $160. Light, rope, divine, craft. Shoes, 160, light and divine. This is a bit like sewing. Measure twice, cut once. Reaches 160, light and divine. And we also need a belt, light and divine. Now let's improve. Improving is hella boring. I don't know if I'm going to love this set, so I'm leaving it at purple. If I like really enjoy a set, then I push it all the way to yellow. I'm cheap that way. Type on clubs. Pants. Hungry. Belt. Concentration. Breaking. Was that all? Easiest way is probably to check inventory. That was all, and then I need to enchant these. That's going to take a little bit more concentration, so I'm going to get more coffee. I will be right back. Ouch. I have attacked. Uncomfortably. This way? This way. So, where do we go to make clips? Let's go to Raymond. Because the crafting area is also quite close to the inn. I don't like doing my crafting dailies in Remen, but when I need to just make something like a clip, this is fine. Wait a minute. I do need to summon my own merchant.
Anything I...
Crusty bread. I wonder why.
Yes?
I'm a hoarder, what can I say? So I need 5 pieces of armor clips. Clips I most times make legendary, no matter what kind of equipment piece I need to enchant. So, take that first. And I think we need this one. Weapon? No. Stamglyph? No. No. Weapon? Prismatic? No. Weapon, jewelry, weapon, jewelry, armor, magicka. I think magicka would be our best choice here, but let's see if we can find anything more interesting. Cliff of Help. For a vampire? No. No, I'm not a vampire. And it also added to maximum health, but yes. Not good if you are not a tank. Adds to maximum magicka on Cliff. I'm just going to go with this. It's fine.
Rapora, Mako, Huta.
Thank you. Now let's enchant. Concentrating so hard I have in the past. Enchanted all the wrong pieces. But that's fine. Did I manage? I have no idea. Well, if I don't run out of clips, it means that I didn't manage. So this is unenchanted. There we go. Right? Right. Now let's store them. I have 4 slots free in my bank. I need to remove something, anything. That's fine. Oh, I can use the search option. Smart. And then we need to log out and log back in with admin, and then we can test. That's fun. I'm actually a little bit excited to see how this fares compared to CoPilot's build. Am I better at this than AI? Need banker.
Have me.
going to clear that. Because that's what I do. Get those out of the way, put on new clothes. Oh, let's check our stats. Spell damage 4009, I think. Weapon and spell critical might fall a little bit. I haven't tested Tightbone before, and I was actually thinking about using it for a character, and this opportunity is actually perfect for it. Oh, we have a lot of weapon and spell, no, physical and spell penetration. Weapon and spell critical did drop a little bit, but weapon and spell damage got a little bit of a boost. So, we must now test again on the Precursors. Do I know what I'm doing? One more crack. Quality aiming again. Well, numbers here are pretty similar, but was that a little bit faster? Well, anyway, feels like a normal build, if you please. We have 3 full sets, and I think this is kinda sorta like pleasant to try. Let's try again. Just in case.
All functions lost.
Well, that was even better.
Re-establishing all initiating. By the word of set, I am bound.
Pleased.
Re-establishing all
Now we should
functions.
go someplace to test this. I'll tell you what. We will not go to Fungal Grotto 1. Instead, we will travel to... Hold on. We will travel to... Where is my map? Travel to Monhold and go pick up a Mage's Skill Blade. That will send us to a public dungeon, and public dungeons are easy and fun places to test. Unless they happen to be Deetra Grotto, that is not an easy place to test anything. We went there a couple of streams ago, and that was a challenge. I think Mummy Rose was our test subject even then. I
Fate
forgot
summons you,
I'm not
champion.
a stage
What
4
do you answer its
vampire.
call?
Was expecting her to turn to red mist. Nay, today we are a real girl. So if I wanted to return to being a vampire like I do,
The gods have a plan on me.
after healing, if you get like reinfected, right? Your vampire skill line is reset. You have to start from scratch, level up all of your abilities and also morph them, and that is not time efficient. So instead, I have saved my previous build in my armory bench thingy. So I would equip that. First making, of course, notes of what I'm wearing and wielding now. And then I would just change to what I have now again. That would
The
be
Order thanks you for your
a little bit
assistance, Adept.
like
There may be more
inconvenient,
relics you
but
can recover for us soon
much,
enough.
much more quicker
Uncle?
than leveling up everything. So we're going to Bone Snap Rooms in Stormhaven. That is not a bad place to go to. Oh, wait. Do I have an ultimate? Yes, I do. Unblinking eye. This is bad.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Malborn have
Startled
spies in the
myself
city.
for a moment.
Maybe that's what all the fuss is about.
It would have been hella embarrassing to go into a public dungeon without an ultimate.
Stranger, may we speak?
Oh,
Buying, selling, trading.
Uncle Leo has lost his
Fate summons
spectacles.
you, champion.
Man,
What do you answer its call?
I have all of mine. Stormhaven. Oh, so cooking. That way, oh, we can't sprint through these guys. So I have my panic heal there, so it should be good with like staying alive, right? Right. I somehow feel that Nature's Guild daily send us to Bone Snap Rooms more
Hurry up,
often
Gaston.
than to
What in blazes are you doing in
other
there?
places. Not complaining, it's just amusing. I feel like I've been here like quite often. Yeah, well, that was brief. Is this a chest? No. Not a photo container. Disappointed. I haven't done the quest here, but I don't think we are going to complete that now. Instead, we shall try to find bosses to kill.
Over here! Help!
But they aren't always on here. The bosses. Maybe there's one here. Aha. You'll need to use the panic heal before hit points have dropped. Oh! Adelaide has done well. I'm actually enjoying the way this build drives and the way it feels. It's easy and fun and... Bench numbers. Okay. I wonder now I wasn't concentrating and this board. It didn't die pretty. Do you need a hand? Which weapon is this? Ugh. Sometimes confusion is great. Okay. Now toward the group challenge. I need coffee. Oh. So with this group challenge, you'll first need to slay a bunch of skeletons hiding in the corners underground, partly, and then a larger enemy will pull out. The group event has just been completed, so we might as well wait. Bastion Sanguinaris is currently available through the Crown Store. It's a hideously expensive player home, but quite popular with the vampire role-playing kind. It's an amazingly beautiful house. I personally feel it's a bit too large, so I haven't gotten it. There's also a vampiric sovereign statue. This is seriously cool, but I'm not really into statues, so not going to get one. Also, you can get a bone dragon for a non-combat pet. Expensive, yes, but so cool. And also, Venerian Borinthos guest. Group challenge up again. Let's first kill all the skeletons and then we can test our strength against a larger enemy. We have missed one. There. Two, actually. Well, who's counting? did it, yay! So unlike all builds that rely on hexes and curses, Adelaine is a little bit slow to get started, but I think this turned out pretty okay. Let's return to Monhold and return our quest to the Mage's Guild. And I think that I will, at some point when I have time, return Adelaine to her vampiric state and tweak her build just a little bit more, and then make another video about her, because as much as I have enjoyed tweaking her build live, I feel that this thing turned out so nice that it deserves a video of its own. Oliver, I have done your bidding. Uncle
Have you
Leo's
returned
spectacles.
with the wayward relic? Fascinating.
Thank you.
The Order thanks.
Let's see if we got anything good. Ooh, bleed damage. Wonderful. I will enjoy that at some point when I have managed to clean up my inventory. But now, as we have made Adelaine better, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. Though now, I will return tomorrow at 2 p.m. to play Oblivion Remastered. And next week, I'll stream again on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Time.